And we are live. Good evening, everyone. Or should I
Yes.
say good
Come
afternoon,
on.
good morning, good night, depending on where you're tuning in from. My name is Nitin Sharma. Joining me today are regulars on this show now. Miss Ellie Hoiberg from Tottenham
Yes.
away, and Mr. Arrest from Arrest Talks Football. How are you all doing?
Yeah. We're cool, man. We were waiting all night for this show and now we're on. Come on. Bring it
Come
on.
on, come on. Let's
More
bring it.
statements than wins. So yeah, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right.
What is going on with your club, man? Jadon
Uh,
Sancho
are we
versus
already
Eric
talking?
Ten Hag.
Are we already talking about United first? Wow. I mean, Nepen, would you like me to discuss about the United? Or
Well, who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? Arrest or Ellie about their club?
I'll let the gentleman go first because it's always ladies first. So I'm going to let Arrest speak about his club.
yeah, listen, there's not a good situation right now for me. Bit up to you, Bobby. But yeah, listen, Sancho thing. I will always 100% back the manager no matter what. So I think Sancho is in the wrong for me. I think Tenag, listen, he is the manager. He's the one that decides if you have trained well or not. Sancho was wrong for doing that, for putting that statement up. But yeah, other than Sancho, Anthony thing, that's another annoying part. And then what else? There's been a lot of statements, man. A lot of statements, and yeah,
Statement FC living up to its name.
it's not been good. So there's been like 2 or 3 statements about Sancho. One statement about about some group, and then another statement about Anthony. So yeah, it's not been good, man. We've got more statements than away wins in 2023. So I thought, listen, the club's finished, man. But no, with the Sancho thing, I back to Nog. I agree what we're doing with him right now. Listen, I think he's trained by himself. He's in like a personal training thing. So I agree with that because for me, you can't be calling out a manager like that, saying that you're gonna scapegoat and all that rubbish. And meanwhile, Ten Hag put you into 3 months of doing training camp last season. So for me, Sancho's wrong for that, and the club's in the mud. So yeah.
Big up, big up.
No,
And
man.
how's your club doing then, Ellie? I know you got Paul coming up.
Yeah, well, we've just won.
United.
Yeah, it's run by a Greek like me, so it's in good hands, right? Ange Postecoglou won Manager of the Month. Maddison won Player of the Month, but there's a curse on that. There's a curse on that, so I'm not bigging anything up
Coffee's
yet.
about
Listen,
manager of the month.
when we're 25 matches into the league and we're still in there, we're still up in the top 4, top 3, top 2, whatever you want to call it, right? If we're still there, then I'll start bragging a little bit more. But at the moment, it's 4 games in, right? You can't get ahead of yourselves. We're playing nice football, I must admit, on the front foot. And I'm happy with the way we're playing, and I'm happy with the signings that we've made. But we've got to be careful where we're leading this, because Spurs, right, if we get a couple of injuries to key players, like any other club, we haven't got much backup, right? We're not like Man City, who can lose De Bruyne and still win 4 out of 4, so we got to make sure we keep our feet on the ground, and I'm sure Postecoglou, he's that type of manager. He won't let them get too big-headed. Keep your feet on the ground, keep on playing your football, and we'll see where we go. At the end of the day, right, we got to be very cautious at Spurs, because we've seen it with Nuno. We won our first 3 and then we fell off the cliff. So we've got better players this time. That's one thing's for sure. We've got better players, and we've got Basuma, who's come back and he's reveling in we knew Basuma was brilliant, didn't we? So at the end of the day, let's see what happens. I want to see 25, 30 games on the board. If we're still in the mix, then I can start talking.
Of course. And
Yeah.
as for Chelsea, oh, look, I know we're 12, but it's only 4 games in.
Yes.
Relax. There are certain Chelsea fans losing their heads, saying, sack Pochettino. No, keep him. We have to keep him.
Yeah.
And in terms of, and they're also losing their minds about Ben Chilwell playing at the left wing. Relax. It's not going to be a permanent thing.
Yeah.
And
Football fans are very reactionary, aren't they?
very, very reactionary.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I've
Nippon.
always said this, even when Roman was in charge.
Nippon.
That,
Yeah. The thing is, though, in pre-season, did Poch not play with a back four? And then, obviously, when the Premier League came, he switched to the back five. So that's why I know that's where the frustration's coming in with the Chelsea fans. Because
that the thing is, that back four only works if we have Christopher Nkunku operating number 10.
listen, you got Broya, mate, Broja. Listen, don't underestimate him.
I know you're being biased because of your Albanian boy. Come on, we know this.
Nah, but listen, injuries have cost you. I've seen that Lavia's out for like 5 or 6 months now, I think. So I don't know, man. Your injuries, listen.
That's probably an exaggeration. It's an ankle injury. He'll be out for 2 months max.
2 months. That's still bad. Still very bad.
My Albanian brother, Greece and Albania are very close. You know, we've got good connections. And one of your Albanian singers sang for my country. Yes, so I love Albania. Come on, big up Albania, man. Big up.
Yeah, likewise with Greece. I've actually been to Greece once, so big up to Greece.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Cyprus next Friday, so I'm looking forward to that. Yes, nice weather, nice food, beautiful. I might even pop into Albania. You never know.
Listen, Albania balling out in the Euros, man. We're top of the group, so listen.
You know what I mean? You're doing good.
Was that Nippon?
Is it just me or is Nippon's mic connected?
Oh yeah, your mic is that?
Yeah, it's a bit crackly.
Crackling? Yeah.
Is it? I have to be really close to it. Is it better now?
It's crackling a bit, but
It's cracking in a little bit, maybe.
I don't know.
Yesterday as well. The internet is crap in England, isn't it? It's really bad.
It's really good in my house.
Nippon, are you not in your house?
No.
Where are you?
I'm in a conference room.
Are you?
You trying to talk to Pochettino?
I don't think you ever go home, Nippon, do you? You never go home. You're always in the train.
Look,
Nippon, you get the beat down from your parents. You get the beat down.
Has a unique selling point. And my unique selling point is you have no idea where I'm going to turn up next.
Nippon, you get the beat down from your parents. As soon as you come into your house, you get the beat down, so...
maybe my next stream you can make a game called Stream Bingo. Where does Nippon show up next?
Guys, Nippon is in the press conference room to talk to Pochettino. That's right, Nippon, isn't it? Try to talk to Pochettino.
You know, there's that book, Where's Wally? We're going to do Where's Nippon?
I'm going to interrogate Pochettino on why he's Ben Chilwell at left wing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on. What you put on the... You know, I don't know if you two are familiar with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
He needs to put on the Imperious curse.
Yeah. Anything to break the curse, because Chelsea need a win, don't they? They lost to Forest, for God's sake.
Elanga, man. Elanga. What's going on, Nippon? You like Elanga? Elanga, you know.
Elanga,
Yeah.
a Man United reject.
Don't get me started on Declan Basmati, okay? You had one job, and you had one job, Arrest, to beat those scumbags, and
Yeah,
you didn't.
Nippon, we got robbed. Nippon,
You
if you watch the match, we got robbed. So yeah.
Do you know what? That match could have gone anyway. Because even though Arsenal had more possession, they were faffing. Arsenal faff about. They never get. And then when the last 10 minutes come and then Man United score, and then they rule it offside, which wasn't offside, right? It wasn't. I'm not biased because I'm a Spurs fan. But and then Declan Rice scores, who never scores. What a fix.
Yeah, but that's what you get. That's what happens when we play Evans and Maguire together.
Rice. How many goals has he scored in his whole career? About 2?
Listen, that's what happens when you play Evans and Maguire. Let me hear about Evans.
man.
Oh, yeah.
I think he got a phone call. Yeah, so what did you think of that match, Orest? Did you think that you should have won it?
I think Tanag spoke today in the special. He said we should have got a draw max, but I feel like we should have won, 3 points. Like,
Yeah.
Ganacho think it's not offside, but I don't know why else the fans trying to say, oh, apparently Gabriel this. Listen, it's not offside. They only looked at one angle, so that's
level.
what it is.
Level. It was level. They shouldn't have called it offside. They draw the lines stupidly. But I thought Ericsson played very well in that game. He was pinning balls,
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and then when Ganacho come on and scored that goal, I was screaming my head off because I hate Arsenal with a passion.
Yeah, listen, I was screaming, but
yeah. So unlucky.
Well, with Evans, guys, let me tell you, we basically gave him a 1-year extension because his wife works for MUTV, and apparently Evans, he wants to what the club said is apparently brings leadership and all that experience to the squad. So listen,
Who's this?
For Johnny Evans, his wife works for MUTV.
Johnny Evans, Johnny, my man like Johnny Evans.
Nippon, you still got Conor Gallagher playing for you guys. What are you on about?
Conor Gallagher's young though. Johnny Evans is
what? God, is Conor Gallagher not like 23 or something like that? I don't know, 22, 21?
Johnny Evans, man. He goes to Leicester and he wins the league. How crazy is that?
Yeah, because he had Wes Morgan. He had freaking Wes Morgan next to him. Wes Morgan.
A beast, isn't he? He's a beast. You wouldn't go near him, he'd knock you out. Like, he's a big man.
Who? Wes Morgan?
Yeah, he's a big man. Like, if you go near him, right, if you touch his hip with your hip, he'll break your hip.
Yeah, he's a tough man, Wes Morgan. There are a number of Premier League defenders who I wouldn't want to get into a fight with.
Nah, like Romero.
Old Slabhead is one of them, by the way.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of good defenders in the Premier League though, who are not as dirty.
Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, Ruben Diaz.
John Stones.
Van de Ven's very good for us so far.
Yep.
Yeah. Romero.
Your centre-back duo should be Mickey Van de Ven and Christian Romero.
Yeah, they're playing very well together. And I think Van de Ven, right, because he's got recovery pace, we're not getting caught out so often, But Man United, when we played them, they could have been 2-0 up at half time, but they didn't take their... Harry Maguire! Oh, no, I've seen Harry Maguire.
He's shit! He is fucking shit! Harry
This is the thing, man. This is the thing. I was the one that said... I was the only United fan that was against Evans' contract, and then with Maguire, listen, I don't need to speak about him. I really don't.
Harry Maguire is
The thing is, he's getting his PR team. He's getting his mum to come out with statements. Yeah. He's getting Mikel Antonio. He's getting flipping Ryan Fraser. He plays in the championships.
Fraser. What's his name? Yeah, Ryan Fraser and Scott McTominay, his Scotland teammates.
Listen, I
If
don't,
you
for
know, you
me,
know.
listen, Maguire, for me, he, yeah, I don't know for me because he shouldn't be abused. Abuse for me, listen, no football player should be ever abused. But for me, if you give fair enough criticism, then that's fine. But not abusing him because I think that's taken a bit way too far. But listen, he should have gone in the summer. But yeah, that's his ways.
Yeah, and
He's
I
a nice
never got to
guy.
give my take on Sancho. I can't be the only one. Well, before we continue, I must add another. I think this is his second time on my channel. Man like Uncle Billy, also known as Anfield Rods. How you doing?
I am very well. How's it?
Hey,
How you doing, love?
You're right, man. Nice
Yeah,
one.
man. How you doing? How you seen me
Yeah,
from?
I know. I was on Lockman's show, wasn't I? Eugene.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like it.
you have to come on my channel one time, man.
I will do, man. I will do. Just send me the invite and I'll be there.
Definitely. What you've got a channel yourself?
Yeah, I'm going to start one very, very soon. But I'm on lots of different channels at the moment, so I'm enjoying myself. You know, when it's not your own show, you haven't got the big responsibility, is it? When you've got your own show, you've got to do your thumbnails, you've got to do your content, you've got to do everything. So I'm going to start up a Spurs nostalgia channel, and
Right.
also I'm going to do cover Spurs ladies because I used to play for them. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be covering them, but it's going to be like a correspondent journo sort of channel. But my Spurs history, I know my Spurs history, so yeah, I'm going to do a historic because there's a lot of fans. They don't look back at the club's history. Any club you're at, they just know the players what are in the team currently.
Yes.
You know, which is a shame.
Yeah. Without a pass, you ain't got a future. You know that.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
You know when you do your thumbnails and everything, there's a good software.
Yeah, I'm not really good at thumbnails, so I usually get. Yeah, if you can help me out, yeah.
No, I'll help you out, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, man. We'll talk. We'll swap numbers.
Yeah. Do something.
You're
Definitely.
Liverpool.
Definitely.
Nah, fuck
Yeah.
no.
So we've got Liverpool, Spurs, and Man United and Chelsea now.
You got Man United, Robin United.
Uncle Rods, long time. Big up to you, man.
What are you saying, blood? You good?
Am I good? Nah, definitely not. Definitely not.
That Man United Liverpool rivalry, isn't it, man? It's like hot. It's like Spurs and Arsenal. It's just as bad.
It's good to have some rivalry in football, man. Makes it more exciting, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it does.
Makes it more exciting. You know what
It makes it exciting, and it makes it relevant that football is passionate. You know, whatever your team is doing, if another
guys, check the private chat. Check the private chat.
Nippon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Private chat.
Oh, well, somebody do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take over. So, I think obviously before you joined Uncle Rods, Nippon brought up my club. So we were talking about Sancho and Ten Hag situation. Now, for me, I said I back Ten Hag, I back the manager. But what's your thoughts, Uncle Rods, on that situation?
Listen, Sancho's that sort of player today, right? He needs that comforting arm around him. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't need to be sort of like be that outcast. And I think as well, no disrespect to Man United, their present team at the moment, they need all the players they can get. You know what I mean? So if I was like Ten Hag, I'll be like bending over backwards, pause for sort of like people like Sancho, because you need him at the time being. Do you know what I mean? I mean, one of the main things what I was like looking at the game the other day with Man United and Arsenal, and you still had sort of like Maguire in there. You still had Maguire in the central defence, and you brought on like Johnny Evans, and I thought, what is Ten Hag doing? Do you understand what I'm saying? You literally ask them, when you do that, you literally ask them to get beat. you know what I mean? Because I know if it's any other team at the day, we would say the same thing. You literally ask them to get beat. So you do need it. You need your players at the day, like your Jadon Sancho, to step up. And this is where sort of like people like earn their money and sort of like comfort him and manage him properly. He literally handed him out to dry after that sort of like you know what I mean? I don't think that was right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe at the day Sancho shouldn't have said nothing, but then again, Ten Hag shouldn't have said nothing. You understand what I'm getting at? So like they're both at fault. If you understand what I mean. What Ten Hag needs to do as a manager is say, look, you know what, in the day, right? Fuck all that. You know, put out that side and think that, right? You've come to play football. Come and play football. You know what I mean? And I'll support you all the way. Do you know what I mean? Because you're paying the fella, 350 bags a week. He's getting 350 bags a week, and then from that, you know what, to be on a bench or not to be picked. Come on now, man. Seriously? Who else have you got that you can put in there? Do you know what I mean? You know, it's so it needs to sort itself out, and it needs to sort itself out quick because you got league games coming up, you got Champion Leagues coming up as well. So you need at the end of the day a steady team at the end of the day with no friction. You need unity. That's what wins titles. It's not like the amount of money you spend on a player. It's a unity between the players. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what wins games. That's what wins the titles. You know what I mean? Because when you go back to the Ferguson era, what he had at the day in his team, each team that he had since the 90s up until the 2000s and that, right? He had unity in that team. He had unity. Everybody fought for each other. You know what I mean? And that's what you need. You can't have all this sort of like individualism. You know what I mean? And stuff. All that. You know what I mean? You need to work together. You know what I mean? And that's what you mainly need. You know what I mean? You really need that.
Yeah, teams win titles, isn't it? Not individuals.
Yeah.
Unity. Yeah. But I think Man United have lost their way a little bit with that. It seems like a lot of individuals playing with no unity. There's little clicks here and there, like Ericsson with Fernandes, but there's egos as well, isn't it? Right?
Bruno Fernandes is a massive ego, by the way.
No, he doesn't, Nippon. No, he doesn't.
Yeah. I think
he does. He whines and moans at the ref.
Concentrate on his football. Stop moaning. Stop moaning so much because referees, they're stubborn as hell.
I think obviously for the new season, I don't know if you guys. Yeah, I don't know if you guys seen it for the new season now. I think what they change is one thing is they change is if you ask a ref, give him a yellow card, you actually get the yellow card yourself because you can't. I think they changed it now, so you can't. Or the ref to give that person yellow card. So Bruno needs to stop doing that. I agree. He needs to stop doing that because at the end of the day, you can lose. You can actually miss a match because obviously 5 yellow cards, right? So it's just stupid to get suspended. So Bruno needs to calm down, but it's hard to say to calm down because he just doesn't. But I get it from Bruno. Listen, obviously club captain, he wants to show something, but you can't just keep moaning at the ref. Like you just have to focus on the game. But yeah, it is what it is for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. We had one at Spurs ages ago, Ozzy Ardiles. He used to moan at the referee, right? But then he used to chase referees around the pitch. Yeah. But then you've got to stay focused, right? Because Ozzy Ardiles, however, like he was moaning, he would still stay focused. I think Fernandes, he gets a bit too wound up, and then he loses his focus because he's a fabulous player.
The one thing I've got in my mind.
He's a brilliant player, if he focused on his football rather than chasing the referee around, I think you'd win more matches.
Nah, I think the 7-0 one at Anfield when Bruno slapped the lines with that one. Listen,
no, that's a scummy move. I'm not gonna lie, that's a scummy move. You don't do that.
No.
Yeah, you don't do that.
No, you know what? Not being funny, yeah. If I was getting packed 7-0, I'd probably do the same.
I'd probably just take it out on a teammate.
Yeah, some teammates have had fights as well.
If I was, I'll be real. If I was on that 7-0 dropping, if I was one of those players in that 7-0 dropping of you guys, the rest, I would I would probably punch Harry Maguire in the face.
No, it
Oh,
is.
never, mate. That's gonna be.
If I was getting Cam 7-0, right, not being funny, everybody's getting it. Everybody's getting it. The players are getting it. The managers are getting it.
Okay, if you were a manager if you were a Liverpool manager and the score was reversed and you got battered 7-0 by Man United, what would your full-time team talk be?
Everybody's getting it. Everybody's getting punched up. Everybody's getting punched up.
You know what I would do?
You're not holding back, are you?
I'll be like,
Do you know what I would do? I'll take Roy Keane in there with me.
yeah, innit?
Okay.
Now listen, I'm bringing
I'm
Nick
going to
into the
ask
change room.
Ellie this question. If Tottenham got pammed 7-0 in a North London derby,
Oh
what would
my
your
God.
full-time team talk be to the teammates?
I would just tell them you're a bunch of W's.
Listen, if Chelsea was to lost 7-0, yeah, and I was to manage that other team, Nippon, I'm bringing you to that dressing room at full time. I want to see you run to the other players. Nippon, I want you to batter the players in the dressing room.
You know, if I was Chelsea manager and we suffered a 7-0 drubbing to Arsenal, every player is getting it.
Let's hope Liverpool lose
I'll
7
sack them
as
all.
well.
I'll say
Let's
you're
hope
never
Liverpool.
playing for my club again.
Yeah, let's hope Liverpool can see 7 again this season.
I would. I'd sack them all. And I wouldn't give them no money. They wouldn't get paid. I'll say you have to pay me for putting up with that 7-0 rubbish.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what, at the end of the day, right? It's like, I think in that game, to me, and then obviously, Ores might have a different opinion on it. But I think in that game, Man United was playing well.
They did.
Yeah, we had a couple of chances. But I think at the end of the day, when we scored in the day, I think the heads dropped. You know what I mean? Their heads dropped.
Yeah, you could see it.
It literally looked like they didn't want to know. Do you know what I mean? The second half comes to that, and we scored the early goal. That was it. I just, they just want to go home. They want to go home. So like,
we are on 10 likes, 10 away from our target, which is 20. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. We are 40 away from 800 subs. Well, 44 to be precise.
That's really good. Well done.
Yeah, that's more than City fans that attend their old stadium. So yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Glazers are bastards.
Oh,
Yeah,
please,
Bobby
Bobby.
K, my
I don't.
friend.
Not every stream here, we're talking about the Glazers. Today, nah, I'm not talking about the Glazers, man. I've had enough.
I haven't given my take on Jadon Sancho yet.
Nibbin,
I honestly think
go on.
I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one on this panel who thinks that Eric Ten Hag did nothing wrong. I can't be the only one who thinks he was absolutely right in what he did.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. You don't call out your player like that. You don't call out your player like that, expecting him at the end of the day perform for you.
Alex Ferguson did that a lot. Jose did that a lot.
Alex Ferguson and they had the knack. He had the knack, and it's a different era. You know what I mean? Because when sort of like Alex Ferguson did that, one of these players at the day, guaranteed that he had another one lined up. When he did it to Van Nistelrooy and everything that, yeah, right. And Van Nistelrooy was one of his top scorers. He had Louis Sahar. There, right. When Louis Sahar wasn't firing, he had Wayne Rooney. And you notice at the day, right, he was always good to Wayne Rooney. So it's
because Rooney never threw up a fuss.
Even for he had it good. He had it good there because Ferguson and they would never do anything to sort of piss Rooney off. Never, because he knew that he was his best grafter. Now at the day, listen, what it is at the day, right? If you're gonna do that to a player, yeah, you can do that to a player, but guaranteed you have to have something lined up. And Man United haven't got anything lined up. of sort of like Jadon Sancho. They haven't got feet lined up because they're running thin as it is. Do you know what I mean? So really and truly, you can't cut your nose off to spite your face. You can't do that. Do you know what I mean? You cannot do that. You know what I mean? You know, you have a friendly word with them. Say, look, you know what, big man, I don't like how you're moving. A friendly word with him behind closed doors. You don't put it out there like that. Embarrass the poor kid. You embarrassed him. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's like, you know, you're working in a restaurant and everything that. How would you like your manager to come out and say, look, you know what? He's a shit cook. You're gonna think, how you moving like that, big man? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't be doing it. You cannot be hanging your player out to dry like that and expecting that player and they to perform for you, or expecting that player and they not to say anything about it. And say, well, manager, I don't like it. You're moving, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what? If he'd performed brilliantly for Man United, which he really hasn't hit the ground running yet, he hasn't really got his career off to a, like, wow, you know, Jadon Sancho, right? So he's sort of belittling him because he feels that he hasn't done enough while he's been at Man United. If he wouldn't have done that to Fernandes, he wouldn't have done that to, say, Eriksen, even though he's only been there a short while, because he's throwing his weight about. And there's a guy in our Tottenham community who doesn't rate Ten Hag. He just doesn't rate him as a manager. He thought it was a wrong decision for Man United to appoint him. And he's throwing his weight around. I think to embarrass a player like that, you could damage the boy mentally, you know? Yeah. You know what I mean? I just don't agree with it. I think you should have a personal word with him. Yeah? Right. Behind closed doors, get him on your side. If he's not going to come on your side, you let him go.
Yeah, because
that's it.
You know what, love? Let me show you something, yeah? You got a player, yeah? You get him on your side and for that, yeah? He'll run through a brick wall for you. He'll literally run through a brick wall for you, right?
Yeah.
Don't get him on your side and everything that, right? He's not going to have no respect for you. And that's what you want to do. You want to come into a club. Because 10 hours just coming to club. You want to come into club and you want to get certain people on side. You want to get the whole team on side so they perform for you. I hate to go back to Klopp. What Klopp's done and everything that, right, is this. Klopp's coming to the club and he's got people on his side. He's got them on his side. So people know and they can trust Klopp. If they've got any problems, they can go to Klopp and say to Klopp, going by this and that, right? Yeah, because Klopp won't hang people out to dry. You got to have a certain amount of good man management. If you
do you not think Erik Ten Hag is trying to end player power at Man United by doing this?
No, you can. There's a difference at the day of ending player power and humiliating somebody. You know what I mean? He's humiliated a young boy. He's humiliated him, and that, right? And as I said in the day, that's not gonna. With a person in date that's got problems.
Alex Ferguson used to humiliate players as well.
No, it's different.
In the dressing room, he'd chat with them.
For me, I think Ten Hag has tried everything as possible to help Sancho for last season. But you know that statement that he said, I think if you're gonna say something, please just keep it in private. Don't just make it out public. But I think that's what Ten Hag did next. For me, listen, my situation, Ten Hag, listen. If you're not happy with blended training, keep that private. You got your own, you got your own space, own door room. So why don't you invite players, talk to players if you're not happy with? So I'm 50-50. Sancho's wrong and Ten Hag's wrong for me.
Yeah. There's no doubt about that. Because what I was saying is this: with Ferguson at the day, right? When he had his team back in the day, as you know yourself, when he had his team back in the day in the 90s. And then obviously in the new millennium and that, right? Yeah. If he give it to a player, right, guaranteed that day he had another player lined up. You know what I mean? He had another player lined up. Like when he was giving it to Van Nistelrooy, yeah, right. When he was giving it to Van Nistelrooy, he had Louis Saha lined up. When Louis Saha in the day wasn't playing because he was injured and that, yeah, right. He had Wayne Rooney. He always had a backup plan.
Yeah, cool.
And Hag having that, he hasn't got that backup plan. So really and truly, what you should be doing at the day, you should be concentrating at the day and getting more players on your side than dividing them. You know what I'm saying? As you said, a big man. What it isn't that if you had a problem with Jadon Sancho and they taking one side, you know, in a room and say, look, I don't like how you're moving. Do that, yeah. Don't hang the poor kid out to dry, because at the end of the day, he's never going to respect you again. And if he doesn't respect you again, how do you expect him to play good for you again? You know what I mean? So there's a way of doing things. You know what I mean? And you have to have.
It seems to me that he doesn't fancy the player.
Get rid of it.
And it was his excuse to like call him out and embarrass him, because he just doesn't think that player fits in his idea of what Manchester United should be. You know, it just doesn't fit. The face doesn't fit, so he's picked on him. Maybe rightly, you know, We don't know all the facts. Yeah. There's lots of things that might have been said to the manager that the manager didn't like, you know. So we've got to be careful who to blame.
There was reports that apparently Ten Hag didn't like that Sancho refused to apologise. For me, if I'm looking into this report, if they actually had a one-on-one meeting, for me, Ten Hag should have apologised first, then Sancho can apologise. Because listen, if you're the manager and the player, you speak up first. You don't too. Say, listen, Jadon, I'm gonna put my hands up. I do apologise for calling you out in public. I won't do that again. Then Sancho will say, yeah, listen, I'm sorry as well for the statement. So for me, Ten Hag, yeah, listen, I rate Ten Hag. People know me that if people know me that well, I like Ten Hag as a manager. But for me, with this Sancho situation, I personally don't think he's handled it well. You know, like sending him out again, personal training, like for what? For what reason? I don't know. Listen, January exit is very likely for Sancho now. I rate Sancho as a player. I think, there's a player in there, but I mean, United, I don't think he hasn't worked out. So, yeah, it looks like he'll be moving away in January.
So I am finally back. This is the reason why This is the reason why my. You know how your phone overheats.
Yeah.
So yeah, my phone crashed. So it's cooling down now.
Did you put the fan on it or something to cool it down?
I haven't got a fan. Yeah. When I leave, I'll have to.
We're
nipping. I saw a private chat. Shall we just get on with
it? Yeah, because they're going to. I'm gonna have to. Yeah. So
it's like Memphis Depay at Manchester United, similar, isn't it, to Jadon Sancho? He had the big reputation, came in, and then didn't hit the ground running.
Yeah. Also number 7 shot as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe
condone.
That's George Best's number.
Right. Oh, he's gone. Anyway.
He'll come back.
It's you guys must have checked my private chat. This hotel is residents only after 11:30. So I'm gonna get started on the predictions of the Premier League, and UCL football is back.
Come on.
Unfortunately, none of our teams is going to be participating in it.
Except for Orestes.
Not from arrest. Only arrest.
Yeah, listen, next week I won't be watching you now, by the way. By the way, listen, 5-0 max to Bayern. Listen, I'm not watching that game. If Eriksen is playing that midfield.
UCL match.
But today, Bayern Munich just drew 2-2, so they want a reaction. So, yeah.
So Harry Kane to lose 2 games to see if the fan base go into meltdown.
Listen, away from we are never beaten by at the Allianz. There's no chance. Sorry, but I'll be happy if we can get at least, I don't know.
So, let's start with match day 5 predictions.
Yeah.
And then we do
guess who's first?
And since I haven't got much time, I'm going to go through only the teams in the Big Six are playing, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Right. So, Wolves versus Liverpool. Anfield, do you want to go first?
Yeah, why not? Listen, usually sort of like 12-30 games at the minute are not very good for us. Last season, we drew 3, lost 3 on the 12-30 games. I mean, so, but I do think at the end of the day, this is like a new look to sort of like Liverpool, and I do think at the end of the day, we've got the players in our squad to beat Wolves. They've had one victory so far where they've beat sort of like Everton. You know what I mean? And the rest of the games they've lost. So I am looking to go to tomorrow, okay, and I'm looking 3-0. 3-0.
3-0 to Liverpool. Arrest, what are we saying? I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible.
Yeah, I'm saying 2-0 Liverpool. 2-0 Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool. Okay.
I think Gravenberch will make his debut as well.
Yeah.
And I think he will score.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm so
Ellie,
annoyed
what
that
are
they
you
got
saying?
Gravenberch, man.
Me, I think it's going to be...
It was Liverpool United in the race as well for him.
Yeah. My prediction is 3-1 Liverpool. Because I think Wolves will probably score. Just because Liverpool's defence is a little bit shaky sometimes. But then they outscore the opposition. So it's fine. 3-1, I think that's a fair result.
But
I'm going Wolves 1. Liverpool 4. I'm one-upping both you and Ellie.
Yeah. They're going to win, 100%.
Next one of the Big Six. Tottenham versus Sheffield United. Ellie, this is your department. You go first.
I've always gone with 4-1 every stream I've been on, so I'm sticking by 4-1 Spurs. I can see Sheffield United scoring from a corner or a set piece. I can see them doing that, but we're going to outplay them and outscore them 4-1. And I'm going to be at the match cheering that fourth goal in.
Cheering for Levy to stay, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, not Levy.
I've just realised that Sheffield United have an Anglo-Greek in their team.
Yes, I know, but I won't be cheering him on.
I know.
Nah, Nipper, she'll be cheering Levy to stay.
Right.
We've got a Greek
Man United versus Brighton. Oh wait, no, we haven't done everyone else yet. Arrest, what are we saying? Tottenham versus Sheffield.
3-1 Spurs.
Okay.
Nice.
Only 4-0.
4-0, well done. That's even better than my score.
What's going on?
Some crackling.
Anfield, what are we saying?
4-0. I'll just letting them let my Tottenham friend know. I've got my number in the private chat.
My number in the chat. All right, I'll look at it. I have to turn my phone the other way so I can see the private chat as well.
Yeah, that's my number. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'll do, I'll take a screenshot.
Yeah, take a screenshot of it and then my group.
Whoa.
His
I
voice
think
has
it's
gone
her, yeah.
distorted.
I think it's her phone. Yeah, it's gone
I'm
now. It's gone.
going. I am going. Tottenham 5, Sheffield 2.
Oh.
I'm going for the wildest prediction here.
Who's next? Who's next on the list?
No, whose internet was cracking?
No,
There?
it was her. It was Ellie. Yeah.
Okay.
If we come back to the way.
Right, Sheffield 2. And now, what are we saying for Hammers versus the Citizens? What are we saying?
Who they got? Who time was first?
West Ham versus Man City.
Oh, stop that. Where is it? Is it in London or
It's at the Olympic Stadium.
I don't know, you know. West Ham might pull something off, you know. I'm going for a draw. I'm going 1-1. I'm going 1-1.
Okay.
1-1.
Niall's going 2-2. I want you all to guess what I'm going to predict.
You're probably going to say something like 5-0 Man City or something like that, aren't you?
Nope. I'm not. You're just going to have to wait.
Yeah. Where we at now?
Bobby doesn't seem too keen. I am going. Ellie, what are we saying? Irons versus City.
I think I've got crackling on my phone, so I'm going to try and...
Yeah, it's still crackling.
Yeah.
So you said 1-1, did you, Anfield?
3-1 to Man City.
3-0 to Man City, Ellie said.
3-1.
3-1. 3-1.
3-1, Nipper, 3-1.
3-1, yeah.
And Anfield, you said 1-1
Yeah.
or 2-1.
1-0.
Yeah. The rest, what are we saying?
2-1 City.
But I bet you want the Irons to get something from this.
Irons,
Yeah, well.
I'm going to say a result that's going to shock all of you.
Ah, here we go.
I'm going West Ham 1, Man City 0.
Well, that could happen, you know. That could happen.
It's the beauty of the Premier League. Anything can happen. Hammers get hammered back to earth. City 4-0. Where do you think Chelsea will finish? 14th or 15th? Oh, behave yourself, Bobby. I'm being nice to you. Oh.
Nippon, what's next?
Chelsea versus Bournemouth.
I've got rid
Did you
of the
say
crackle.
United?
Oh, sorry. Man United versus Brighton.
Haha.
What are we saying?
Nice.
Is it Old Trafford or down there?
That
Yeah,
Old Trafford.
Old Trafford, yeah, Old Trafford.
Yeah, you might. I think you'll beat him, Old Trafford.
They beat you last year, didn't they? Was it 4 times they've beaten
I am
you?
not confident tomorrow, no chance.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
beat them in the League Cup.
Nevin, if you want my prediction, put down 3-0 Brighton.
The FA Cup, sorry.
Or don't say that, man. Don't say
Be
that.
serious, 3-0 Brighton. We're losing to Brighton.
Are you serious? Are you being
very
serious
good
or just putting up an act?
I'm being serious, 3-0 Brighton.
Okay.
We've got no cover for right wing. Well, Pelestri, I don't think Pelestri will start. He'll put Rashford in the right, which baffles me. Midfield.
Ellie, what are we saying?
Yeah.
United, Brighton.
I think Brighton will win. They're a bloody good team. And they play for each other. And Man United have sort of lost their way.
We don't play for each other.
I think it'll be 2-1 Brighton.
Yep.
I'm going to give Man United a goal because in front of their crowd, they'll want to score. But I think Brighton will win again. They went Old Trafford last season, beat them. They just lost the FA Cup semi-final to them, that's all. When it mattered, really. They should have won that game, but it went to penalties. That's a lottery, isn't it? But I think Brighton have got too much for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Matoma, I love Matoma. I wish he was at Spurs.
I want to hear Nippon's
What
prediction.
a player.
Nippon's going to go crazy with this prediction.
Anfield, what are we saying?
Come on.
I think, the thing is about it, I think that people have not got to forget any day that, Man United are still at home. Are still at home. Saying that, Brighton play some wonderful football. You know what I mean? So I'm saying it's going to be a draw. 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah, 2-2 draw.
Desmond Tutu.
Yeah,
Desmond. I'm going for another crazy prediction. I'm going 5-2 to the Seagulls.
5-2.
5-2. Oh boy. What did you drink at that hotel, Nippon?
He's got a bit of Jamaican run underneath there.
He's smoking a bit like Bob Marley, isn't he?
He's smoking the reefer.
Yeah.
Now, time for
Chelsea. 2-1 Bournemouth.
Actually, we still have we have Chelsea and Arsenal left.
Right.
You know what? Since I hate Arsenal, I'll save them for last. Fuck it.
2-1 Bournemouth.
2-1 Bournemouth. Okay.
Where is it? The bridge?
It's at the bridge, yeah.
No, it's not. It's at Bournemouth.
No. Well, no. No, sorry. Yeah, it's at Bournemouth.
Who's going to
Look at Niall. Ellie, what are we saying?
Bournemouth 1, Chelsea 2. I'm giving.
I shared your optimism.
I think Pochettino will kill them if they lose another game.
I'm backing him till the end. I'm giving him one season.
And Sterling's been playing very well.
He's magic, you know.
He played well against Luton. That's it.
Yeah. But
Yeah, keep playing Chilwell left wing.
He's making himself available. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's not hiding.
Yeah. Was it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anfield, what are we saying?
Chelsea, Bournemouth. Gosh, shit. He can't lose another game. He cannot lose another game. You know what? I'm gonna give you a draw again. I'm gonna
You love your draws, don't you, Anfield?
I'm gonna go for Desmond, mate. I'm gonna go for
Another Desmond. Okay.
Another Desmond Tutu.
Yeah, Desmond Tutu, mate. Look at Desmond, it's it.
You've got the T-shirt now, Rod. The Desmond Tutu T-shirt.
Wow, I don't know what you're smoking there. I know we're shit, but we ain't that shit.
No, but I can't.
Trust me, you are.
I'm looking at Bobby's comment.
No, what is it? You can't lose another game, so that's why I'm saying that they 2-2.
I'm going for a 2-all draw as well. A Desmond.
Isn't the song "You're Shit and You Know You Are"?
Oh, that man, yeah, you're fucking shit.
Oh, poor Chelsea man. How are you falling from
Oh,
grace?
that man, yeah, you're fucking shit.
You know what? All our clubs, we can't really laugh.
Listen, I can't really talk to
Arsenal.
Glazers. They've
Everton versus the Toffees. Come on, you Toffees.
Toffees,
Come on,
Oh my God, they've done so well against Arsenal as well.
They'll win against Arsenal.
Yeah, I think they
Everton
will.
win this, you know.
Yeah,
Everton win this.
Arsenal are going to go there all cocky.
Everton
they
win this, you know.
normally do.
Goodison Park, listen.
So who wants to go first in this?
I'll go first.
3-1 Everton.
Okay, well,
I'm going second then.
I'm getting that.
I reckon 1-0. 1-0 Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going 2-0 Everton because
come on, you Toffees.
Toffees.
Arsenal haven't won at Goodison Park in 7 years.
Everton.
7 years, that's it.
Goodison Park is, listen, that's a dangerous stadium to play at.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Their
Did you say
fans are
1-0
on you,
Everton?
man.
Huh?
No, he said 2-0. He said 2-0.
2-0 Everton.
No, I was asking Ellie.
No, I said 1-0 Everton. 1-0.
Yeah.
Everton always pull out a
Listen,
surprise
Sean Dyche,
result, man.
masterclass,
However
man.
shit they are.
Sean Dyche. Then Arteta will be like this. So, yeah.
Arteta in, come on. I think I
We
think
like
in
Arteta,
front of
really.
all the panel that we want Arteta to stay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, listen.
I think he lost the plot when he played the Anfield music, didn't he?
I'm
What
going.
an idiot.
I'm going.
He's saying you never
going
walk alone.
for
To
one
the
Imagine
boys.
Klopp putting.
What a twat.
So, imagine Klopp doing a United chant at a training ground. That is embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
I was kidding. He goes, come on. You know what?
He's got a light bulb in the dressing room as well.
When he went to, when he
I'm
went
going
to,
4-1 Everton.
when he went to Anfield, he got beaten 5-1.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
do you
Nibber's
reckon
getting
he
kicked
was...
out. Nibber's getting kicked out. Oh, no, nothing.
I'll be done in 5 minutes. You gave me 15 or sorry.
Oh.
It's getting race up.
Listen.
I think
That
he's
means
getting
Pochettino got
chucked
sacked.
out.
I'll be right back after I relocate somewhere to end the show.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine.
You're relocating
Nipper, get that man on that trying to
place
kick you out.
nearby.
Get that man on the street, man.
He's going to go on the
Yeah,
street.
listen, Arteta, he's going to get the
down
light
the
bulb.
street.
The light bulb that showed him all or nothing. He's going to get the light bulb.
I
He's going to
know.
put it in the dressing room. The light
I'm
bulb.
gonna burst their light bulb. That's what I'm gonna do.
Where is he? Where is he?
He's at a hotel.
He's in a conference room in a hotel, and he's been turfed out. They're turfed out.
They don't like Chelsea fans, so they're getting kicked out.
Yeah, so
fucking shit.
I can't wait for Everton to beat Arsenal, man. Come
They're
on.
gonna beat him. They're gonna beat him, mate. Ellie.
I think they will, because they haven't won there for 7 years, right? And Everton are their bogey team.
Yeah.
Right? And Arsenal go there thinking they're going to just turn up and win, don't they?
Yes.
Plus,
Yeah,
I think Saka's injured. You know, I saw a rumor that Saka's injured. So,
Is it?
Oh, I bet they're lying.
Yeah.
They always lie when he's never injured. That boy.
Yeah, it might not be true, but listen, if Saka's injured or not, I don't care because if Saka still plays, I still see Everton getting something. And
You know what? If you stop Saka and Odegaard, Arsenal haven't got much. All right, Martinelli on the other side, but he sort of
no,
goes
they've
in
got
and out of
Nketiah, man,
form.
the best striker in the Premier League, apparently. Got Nketiah.
Yeah.
You know, you stop Saka and Odegaard, you've got a very good chance of beating Arsenal.
Yeah, for me, Everton, they need to be clinical, man. Honestly.
Well, you know what isn't there? That's what I'm saying. He said that Jesus. I don't really rate Jesus because he's a bit hit and miss, isn't he? Really,
Yeah,
he's that sort of player that in the day that can play fantastically for you in one game, and next game in the day you want to hear his name. You literally want to
that's
hear his
right.
name. You know what I
I
mean?
know. He
He's
goes
injured.
missing. Yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah, he
mean?
goes missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've got Trossard, who's a decent player. Martinelli, when he's on
Yeah.
form, he's very good, but he's not always on form. He goes hot and cold as well.
They
Right?
hardly play sort of like the thing, don't they? They hardly played Trossard. He spent
I
most of
know he comes off the bench, but
That is embarrassing, man. Honestly.
well, they've got a young kid, Nketiah, who they're pinning their hopes on. They should have gone and signed a top striker at Arsenal. Instead, they put the money to Declan Rice.
Yeah,
He's
well,
no better than Højbjerg, man. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
God.
Højbjerg's just as good as him,
Oh,
if not better. And
I
he's
wouldn't
got
say
better stats as well.
yeah, listen.
that's a bit fine.
Rubbish. What a waste of money.
No, Declan Rice. No, I'll give Declan Rice. I'll give it to
He's an okay player, but he's not like a superstar, is he?
No, I'll get you on that. He's not a superstar, but he's good nonetheless.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I've
He's
never
good
rated
nonetheless.
Yeah, he's
I've
better than
never
Højbjerg,
rated
yeah.
him. I've
Because
never
I can imagine sort of like Declan Rice in a Klopp team. You know what I mean? And like even if he was in Man United at the day, I reckon he would turn up trees for Man United as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He will be that one person in that team at the day, right? That people will be looking at and say, yeah, man.
Yeah, because he loves playing football. You can see he's a footballer. He
Yeah.
loves playing football, and he enjoys his game. But I just thought there's something missing from him. He hasn't got that star quality. He's like what's his name? Back in the day, like he's not like Vieira, right? He's not like Vieira, but he's got those same fighter qualities. You know what I mean? He won't give up.
Vieira was class though, wasn't he?
Vieira was
I'm not an Arsenal supporter,
phenomenal.
but Vieira was class. He was
Yeah,
class. That team that they
he
had.
had more power than
Yeah.
Rice as well. He was more
Yeah.
powerful.
That team that Arsenal had at that time and they was a good side.
Bloody hell!
It was a good side. The only bad thing
He had the class.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
Declan Rice has got the right attitude like Vieira. He goes out on the pitch to win. Yeah, but I just think he lacks a little bit of class. That extra bit of class that makes you a superstar player.
Do you reckon he can get it though? Do you reckon he can actually get that bit
He's only 24. I don't know. Because his running style is not fluid, some players they glide across the pitch like Bergkamp. Yeah, I'm not big in all the Arsenal players that the class players.
He was class though, wasn't he?
Henry when he runs like a gazelle, woof. I like that. And
Those
Ginola,
are the days, weren't they? Those are the days, isn't they?
You know what? Do you remember Alan Hansen?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. The way he brought out the ball was fabulous. And then you had brilliant strikers like Kenny Dalglish and Ian Rush.
Yeah.
And then you had Steve McManaman bombing down the wing. You had such good footballers, man. Fantastic footballers.
I think that's do you know what I think though? I think to me at the end of the day, I mean, you look at certain teams. You look at Liverpool, you look at Tottenham, you look at Arsenal, and you look at Man United. You know what I mean? They all had their errors at the day of outstanding footballers in their team.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? And I just think now, I mean, apart from obviously a couple of teams at the day, I think now it's a forgotten era. You know what I mean? You can't really point out certain players apart from the obvious. You can say, you know what I mean? You can look at a Salah, or you can look at Haaland. You know what I mean? Those are the obvious players that they can say, well, yeah, you know what, they're making
De Bruyne. You can put De Bruyne in that bracket.
Yeah, De Bruyne as well.
Yeah.
De Bruyne as well, yeah. De Bruyne.
And even Rodri. Rodri's like, he's a beast of a player, isn't he?
But you look at
he's the engine.
You could put Song in there as well. You could put Song in there.
Yeah, Sonny's the thing is with Sonny, right? He's not a brilliant footballer. You know, like somebody who can take the ball, but in front of goal, he's instinctive. That's when he becomes alive. Soon as he gets the sniff of that goal, he just clicks into action, Sonny. But if you give him time to think and to receive the ball, and like he does do it sometimes, but he's better when he's instinctive.
Yes,
Sonny.
yes, you're right. You're right.
You know.
Right. Yeah, but that would always make that would always make at the end of the day, right? If you're agreeing with this, that would always make at the end of the day sort of like Song at the day world class, because at the end of the day, when he gets a sniff a goal, he knows where the goal is.
Yes.
And it's not very often
left foot, right foot, you know. Left Sonny can hit it with both feet.
Yeah.
I wish Kulusevski could learn that. He'd be a much better player if he could use his right foot.
Yeah, and Richarlison.
And Richarlison, he's lost it. I mean, you know what? I was looking. I said this many times, right, on other streams, right. I looked at his record, right, because everybody's saying shit. His record is shit, but it's not shit. 46 goals in 135 games. That's 1 in 3, which is okay. It's not shit. And it's not average; it's above average. And then for hello Angela, and then for Brazil, 20 and 44.
Yeah, he's done well for Brazil.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Done well for Brazil. Yeah. I mean, he's up there with us. He's up there.
Where's that birthday kit from?
Oh, it's from Dad. Sorry, my daughter's come home. Yeah.
Just like you.
No, the thing with Charles is only Milky fan base that dislikes me.
No, but I think Richarlison. I think Richarlison lost his goals for Everton and Watford, isn't it?
Yeah, Richarlison needs to get his
he's had a weird career, man, for me, Richarlison. Obviously,
but for Brazil, Brazil that day, he's ripping up trees for Brazil.
He's good, man. He's good,
yeah.
He's ripping up trees for Brazil, but it's just like, I don't. You know what it is? Some
not
players
ripping it up for Spurs.
But you know, some players at the day, right? Yeah. On no disrespect to the club, it's just not their club. You know what I mean? Yeah. They just can't do it.
True.
You know what I mean? We've had players like that. We've had players that we had a player called Iago Aspas, that come to Liverpool. And we waited the whole season for him, and he came to Liverpool, and he was shy. He goes back to Spain and everything, and he goes back to Spain, and he's ripping up in Spain, rips it up in Spain.
Yeah.
Up for the sort of like national team. Look at that guy. What's his name? That guy's name. Diego Furlong. Remember when he was at Man United? Remember he was at your club, Man United?
Yeah, Furlong.
Yeah, he couldn't really score at the end of the day at Man United, but then he goes back to Spain. He goes to Villarreal, scores a whole heap of goals at Villarreal. Goes to Atletico Madrid and scores enough goals at Atletico Madrid as well. So sometimes a player at the end of the day, right, is just not the fit for that club. You know what I mean?
It's true. We had one called Soldado, right? He came to Spurs. He was like, oh my God, he was scoring for fun in Spain, and he comes to Spurs and he turns into a Jaffa. He doesn't score.
Stop that.
Man United fan gone, isn't it? Arrest. He must have lost his internet. Anyway, we're gonna. I think Nippon wants to wrap up the show anyway, doesn't he?
Yeah, but where is he, mate?
Do you know what? They've turfed him out. They've turfed him out, so he's got to find some. He's not going to come back because he can't do it from the street.
Slow down, mate. He's got to.
He was in a hotel conference room.
Oh, what are you doing for the weekend, Ellie? What are you doing for the
Right,
weekend?
so tomorrow I'm going to Spurs Sheffield United, so I'm going to hit my crew and have good fun. And then Sunday I'm going to see my big fat Greek wedding with my daughter Angela, who's just come in. Yeah.
Angela, her name is.
Yeah.
That's a bit, and that's Italian.
After my mum. Yeah, like and you know Ange Postecoglou, his name
That's me.
His name is Greek. It's the male name of Angela.
He's Angelos and I'm Angela.
Yeah, we've got an Angelos in our family as well.
Well, you Greek as well, Ellie. You Greek.
I'm Greek, yeah, man.
Okay.
I
hear you, man.
No,
like Greece, lovely country.
No, Cypriot.
Cyprus.
Cyprus is right next door, though, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's right next door. Well, more or less. It's nearer to Turkey, actually. It's right underneath. It's right underneath Turkey, right to the left of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Underneath to the left. Yeah, we're underneath Turkey.
Ain't you near Italy as well? You know Italy, you know?
No, nowhere near.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Way off Italy. Yeah.
Israel is to the north.
Israel is down the bottom. Then you've got Syria, Jordan, Iran, Iraq, that way, and then United Arab Emirates, where all the oil is. Yeah.
It must be hot in your country, though, isn't it?
Sorry?
Must be hot in Cyprus, isn't it? It's hot.
Oh my God, it's
boiling.
Boiling. It goes like, sometimes it goes beyond 40 degrees.
Shut up, seriously?
Yeah. It's in the tropics, I think. Is Cyprus in the tropics?
The tropics? Are you mad?
Not tropics. What's
Oh
it?
my God.
It's
Mediterranean, whatever. Anyway, it's hot.
It's kind
but
of
I don't want it to be
Middle
too
East.
hot when I go because I'm from England, man. I'm English Greek. I can't stand it.
Come on now, man. Get a bit of sun in your bones, love. What's the matter with you?
I do like it, but I go a little bit like the English people because you lose your melanin, innit? When you live in England.
Well, I ain't lost it.
I'll try to get a tan. Don't worry.
My melanin is full of intact, love.
You know what I mean? I just don't like. You're a Londoner, yeah, and you support Liverpool, right? So some of your family must be like London supporters, yeah.
My big brother, he's West Ham.
Right.
He's a West Ham supporter.
Yeah, so he's an outcast.
And my brother, he's Arsenal supporter.
Oh no, you've got to get rid of him.
Yeah.
He's not your brother, you've disowned him.
Well, you know something, yeah? I had a cousin, yeah. My cousin used to play for Tottenham.
Oh, right.
And West Ham. Do you know who it is?
Right, who's your cousin?
Guess, take a guess. He used to play for Tottenham and West Ham. Take a guess.
Tottenham and West Ham.
Yeah.
Jermaine Defoe?
I'll give you a clue, yeah? He was a defender.
Oh.
Was
he in the academy?
No, he played for the first team.
So he played for Tottenham first and then he went to West Ham?
No, he played for Tottenham first team. Back in the day.
God.
I'll tell you, that's good. That's gonna rack your brains, yeah? Mitchell Thomas.
Nah, I'm never gonna get that.
Oh my God.
Mitchell Thomas.
Oh my God. I liked him as a player, man. He was a good player. Cousin. Yeah.
So
he's your cousin, man.
Yeah, second cousin. Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Nice.
I like Mitchell Thomas.
Nice. So where were we in terms of the predictions? Can one of you, are you on your laptop?
We've done Everton Arsenal, weren't we?
Yeah, we've done that, didn't we? The last one,
yeah, and now we've got the UCL predictions. And then we're wrapping up.
All right.
What's the UCL one?
Champions League.
Champions League. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what game we got coming first? What game's first?
I'm going to check that.
Yeah, Mitchell boy.
Yeah, Mitchell Thomas, man.
Yeah, he went from Luton Town to Tottenham.
Yeah.
Scotland, West Ham. Then West Ham, I think he finished off at Millwall.
Oh my God.
I think he
Millwall.
finished off at-
Oh,
but he's-
hard team, Millwall.
but he used to
Yeah,
play.
they are. They're hard fans.
Yeah, bastards, aren't they?
Yeah, you don't want
Right.
to mix with those Millwall fans.
Right. So we have kicking off at 5:45 on Tuesday,
Yeah.
Milan versus Newcastle and Leipzig versus Young Boys.
Is it Inter Milan or AC Milan?
AC Milan.
AC.
AC Milan.
AC.
All right. They're not that
Anfield,
good. AC Milan.
can you note these down since I'm on my phone now and not my laptop?
Okay.
Yeah. Get your pen and paper out.
I'll put it in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, put it in the chat and then I'll screenshot it.
Okay. So. Okay.
I think it'll be a draw. I think 1-1.
You know, I'm going for a shocker.
Yeah, go on then.
2-1 Newcastle.
Okay.
I know this is going to sound mad.
Do you know what? AC Milan, they're not that good. You know, we played them last season and we could have beaten them, man. We just played goddamn awful at White Hart Lane. Rubbish.
Dang.
I went to that match with a lot of Irish people and they were very upset.
We beat them over 2 legs in the Champions League.
Yeah, they're not that good. They've got one good player. No, they've got 2 or 3 good players, to tell you the truth, but they don't play like a team, like a proper, you know, Italian teams, they're hard. They're hard to beat as well. That's one thing you can say they are. They're good defensively, but they're not a very attractive team.
Yeah, I'm still laughing at the fact that they failed to qualify for the Euros.
What are you saying for? What are you saying?
Yeah.
What are you saying for thing?
Italy.
What are you saying for
I'm going 2-1 Newcastle.
You mean Italy not qualifying for the World Cup, not the Euros, because they won.
Sorry, the Italy not qualifying
for the World Cup.
Yeah, that just made me. Oh my God, that just brought so much joy to me as an England supporter.
Don't tell the Italians. We're not.
They probably know that I hate their team. That Chiellini guy is something else, though.
They'll probably say to kick out.
Oh yeah, he's the one who pulled Saka down, isn't it?
Bastard.
Yeah, Saka was going away from him, and he goes, "Where are you going?" Grabbed him by the scruff of the neck at the back of his and pulled him down, didn't he?
Yeah.
Cheap. That's what you call shithousery. Uncle Rod, you know about shithousery, isn't it? I bet you were a good footballer.
No, I never. You know what? I never played football. My sport was boxing.
Oh, you're a boxer.
Yeah, that was my sport back in the
proper
day.
Man sport, isn't it?
When I was a kid, you know what I mean? But that
proper man sport.
Yeah, that was like back in the early, like in the 80s, really.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
My daughter's ordering me McDonald's. Yes, result.
Just got in for
Go on, girl.
Go on, girl.
I should come around and eat some McDonald's.
Come round, Uncle Rod's.
No,
we'll get you a triple.
What do you want?
A triple Big Mac.
You know what?
I just had my dinner. I had a pasta.
You know, pasta.
Yeah. I had a little bit of pasta as well, but it just doesn't. It's not the food to eat in the night time. You should be eating McDonald's.
Right.
Or pizza.
So the next game, YB versus Leipzig, and the game's happening in Switzerland.
Oh, Leipzig's gonna win that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going 3-1 Leipzig.
I'll go 2-0 Leipzig.
Don't know what I've ordered, but it's
2-0
coming.
Leipzig.
Yeah.
I'll go the same 2-0. 2-0 Leipzig.
Yeah.
Right, what's the
No,
next
mate.
one?
One.
PSG versus Dortmund.
Ooh, that's a good game.
Yeah.
PSG at home.
Yeah.
Let me check. Yep, the game is indeed happening in Paris.
The city of love.
Was boxing chocolate for Cadbury's? That doesn't make sense. Really doesn't make sense. But yeah, fair play to you. Anyway, so yeah, PSG. I reckon PSG. will
Big
win.
up, what's the point, FC? Well, hey, all.
I reckon PSG will probably beat them 2-0. PSG are strong at home. PSG are really strong at home. If you want to travel away, what happens?
It's a hard one, right? Because Dortmund are a good team as well. They play for each other. I think a Desmond Tutu.
Yeah, exactly.
You pulled the words right out of my mouth there, Ellie. I'm going for a 2-2 draw as well.
Yeah.
A Desmond.
That's looking different.
Did Harry Kane score today or yesterday?
He
Sorry.
did, yeah.
He did. Okay.
Yeah. That ended in a Desmond for Bayern Munich.
That was a 2-2.
Yeah.
Who are they playing today?
They were playing Leverkusen.
They're a decent side.
A good side, you know.
Got a good manager as well.
Xavi Alonso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good side, man.
Shakhtar versus Porto.
Ah.
Shakhtar Donetsk. Porto don't travel well, you know. Porto do not travel well. They do not travel well, Porto.
No.
I'll let you go first, Ellie.
Shakhtar Donetsk, they've got a very hostile crowd as well. Very passionate. I think Shakhtar Donetsk will win it 2-1.
Yeah, I'm saying the same.
I'm gonna one up both of you and say 3-1 Shakhtar.
Okay.
I can hear that as well.
Now the next one, Lazio versus Atletico Madrid.
Ooh, that's gonna be a game.
Oh.
That's gonna be a humdinger.
Lazio.
Simeone used to play for Lazio, didn't he?
Yeah.
Back in the day, didn't he?
Oh yeah, but he was a player.
Yeah, but he played for Lazio and Inter Milan. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. Because remember at the day, you know, like he's brought his style of Italian football to Atletico Madrid. That's why sometimes Atletico Madrid are hard to break down sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
I do, yeah.
They're a tough team, Atletico.
Yeah. I reckon Lazio can win that, you know? I reckon Lazio can win that. I'll say 2-0 Lazio.
I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, 1-1 draw.
I think Lazio will win as well, but I think 3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I think Lazio are a good team.
Yes, they're very strong at home.
Yeah, very
strong at home.
Passionate crowd behind them.
Yeah.
Okay, next game.
Yeah, what's the next game?
Man City versus Red Star Belgrade.
Oh, Man City.
God.
Yeah, I think we all know.
Yeah, they'll probably get goal difference as well.
I'm going to go 6-0. I'm going to go 6-0.
Yeah, I'm not too far off. I'm saying 4-0.
I'm going to go with a scoreline quite familiar to you, Anfield. 7-0. 7-0 Man City.
You're funny, Nippon, man. Angela said you're funny, Nippon.
Big up yourself, Angela.
Big up yourself, bro.
What is Angela? Is Angela a thing? Is she what team is
She's
for?
my daughter.
I love Spurs.
She supports Spurs, honestly. She's not going to be like everybody in my
I
family.
have no
If you don't support Spurs, you're an outcast.
You get thrown out.
Yeah, you get thrown out.
Oh, you've got no camera.
Do you want me to put the camera
No,
on?
no. I was going to say hello, but no, thank you. Even though I look pretty.
Yeah, she does look pretty tonight.
Where you been out, love? You been out of the house?
Yeah, she's been out. She went out.
Went to pop.
Like
You
Mickey
what?
Flanagan
Yeah,
said.
Mickey Flanagan.
Mickey Flanagan, that's it.
Yeah, sorry, I'm hijacking the stream.
No, she likes Spurs
I
anyway.
love Spurs.
Yeah.
Not
You
as much
sound
as
sweet.
that,
You sound really sweet, Angela. To be honest, you sound.
Yeah,
Really
she is. She's my eldest.
Oh,
Can't say that. I'm your youngest child.
She's 22 in her dreams.
stop that. Who we got next, mate?
Yeah, who you got next? Come
Well,
on,
next we have we've done Lazio,
It's not gonna be Chelsea
Atletico,
or Spurs. Or
or
None of that
Liverpool
teams
for
are
that
in it.
matter. Barcelona versus Royal Antwerp. You know,
Oh
I
my
see
God.
a little upset here.
No, I don't see no upset, mate.
Royal Antwerp. That's where
No, I don't. I'm joking. I don't
Alderweireld plays for them, I think.
Yeah, I
Alderweireld,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, 5-0. 5-0, mate. Can't see it. Royal Antwerp.
6-2. Barcelona.
Good time.
I'll go 5-1. I'll go in the middle. 5-1. I'll give Alderweireld a goal. There you go. That's my Spurs hat.
No, does he?
He's going to score with a header from a. He's good with his head, Alderweireld.
Oh, he plays for Barcelona, doesn't he?
He plays for Royal Antwerp.
Oh, right, yeah, because them man are from Belgium, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, Toby Alderweireld and Jan Vertonghen.
Yeah, they're all from
Yeah.
I really liked I really liked Jan's hairstyle.
Yeah, he was a geezer, wasn't he?
He's getting on a bit now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still playing for Belgium. He scored for Belgium the other night. Vertonghen scored for Belgium.
Okay. Yeah.
He was at Benfica, but now I can't remember who he's gone to. He's gone to another team. I can't think of the team he went. Google it, Ange, where Jan Vertonghen plays now.
You call your
I've
daughter
forgotten.
Ange as well?
Yeah. She's Ange.
I'm the OG.
She's not Ange Postecoglou though.
And
Yeah.
well, Ange's full name is Angelou.
No, Angelou in Greek, yeah, or Angeliki.
No.
But it's Angela in English, or Ange. Where does he play, Ange? Press the Wikipedia. Press
He
that.
plays for Belgium national
Yes,
team.
we know that. We want his club side. Press W for Wikipedia,
okay.
and then go up, and it will tell you. That's it. Anderlecht.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah?
Right.
Is it Anderlecht?
Benfica.
Current team, Anderlecht. He's left Benfica. Anderlecht.
Who the hell are they?
They're a Belgian team.
Okay.
Yeah, Anderlecht.
We beat them in the UEFA Cup in 1984.
Anderlecht.
I always thought you beat Antwerp in that game. I knew you beat a Belgian team.
No, Anderlecht, yeah.
You know what, right?
On penalties.
You know what? Back in them days and everything, that right? You know, the Belgium has a good side, you know, and they should get far in the European Cups and that, you know.
Yeah,
like
they did.
Genk, Club Brugge, and all them teams there, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You know, when the European Cup was the top team only qualified for it. That's how
only the champions.
They should go back to that, but they won't because of
the
money.
irony. You know the irony in that is it was known as the European Cup when only the champions of those leagues were able to qualify for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
they changed it to the Champions League after
the 4-team system was implemented.
It
Let
was,
that sink in.
it was 3 teams at first. It's first.
Champions.
Yeah. It was 3 teams first. It was 3 teams. When they
And
got
now it's 5.
Then it
And
went
now
to
it's
4
5.
teams.
It's going to be
Now it's
5 from
5.
next
yeah, it's
year.
25 now. It's 25. But
By
you
the
know what it
time-
was? You know what it was back in the day? Back in the day, it was like when you won your league, you got into the European Cup.
Yeah.
If you got second, you got into the UEFA Cup. If you got third, you got to the Cup Winners' Cup. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
essentially the Cup Winners' Cup is essentially now the Conference League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
100%.
So without further ado, we are now on to we're on the last 8 p.m. kickoff, which is Feyenoord Rotterdam versus Celtic. Come on, Feyenoord.
That's Feyenoord of
Was it
Holland.
Feyenoord? Where's Feyenoord?
In Holland.
Where? Oh, sorry. Where's the game being played? Is it being played in Holland or Celtic?
Yeah,
It's
Feyenoord
being played in Rotterdam.
I think. I don't know. You know.
Come on, Rotterdam.
No, but Celtic might do something. You know.
They might, but I'm just saying, come on, Rotterdam, because I hate Celtic.
Why do you hate Celtic?
Because I'm Rangers are my Scottish team.
Oh, get out of here.
Okay. Don't say that too loudly.
I'd say.
You
don't hate me, do you?
No, but like Kazan Postecoglou just came from Celtic, so we're very grateful.
Good. I'm glad
grateful.
he left Celtic. I'm glad he left Celtic.
Yeah, but they've got Brendan Rodgers now, which won just as much as Postecoglou did.
That's his second stint at Celtic as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I hope he fails.
Which is unlikely.
I'm going for a draw, 1-1.
I'm going not because I hate Celtic. 2-1 Rotterdam.
I'm gonna go 2-2. Desmond 2-2.
Go on.
You do love your draws, don't you? You do love your draws,
because
don't you?
I think they're evenly matched.
So we're now on to the 20th of September.
So we're on the Wednesday games.
Yep.
Okay. What's the first one?
Real Madrid versus Union Berlin.
Oh. Real Madrid have fallen off the wagon a little bit lately.
And is the game in Berlin or Madrid? Yeah, the game's in Madrid, Bernabeu.
No, but I think there's got too much. I'll say 3-1. Because I think the Germans will score. Because they're very prudent, the Germans. German teams are very tough, generally. And Union Berlin, they're like up and coming, aren't they? But I still think Real Madrid have got too much. So I'm going 3-1.
No, I need to add to what's the point. No, it is Feyenoord. The full name for that team is Feyenoord Rotterdam. I just like using the cities' names, to be fair.
Feyenoord.
Feyenoord used to be a team back in the day, you know, trust me.
They were really good.
Yeah, they had a bastard Johan Cruyff in their team, for example.
Yeah.
And Robin van Persie came from there.
Yeah.
What Johan Cruyff? Which Johan Cruyff are you talking about?
Johan Cruyff, Johan Cruyff.
He played for Feyenoord.
He played for Ajax, and I think he played for all three of the big three in Holland.
Oh man!
I'm sure he definitely played for a rival.
He played for Feyenoord because he played at White Hart Lane, and he was saying, "Who's this Glenn Hoddle?" And Hoddle made 4 goals in that game, and he goes, "Oh, now I know who Glenn Hoddle is."
Ross Clark.
Yeah, Ross Clark.
Isn't it? So yeah, I'll go the same as Ellie, 3-1.
3-1. I am going 2-1 Real Madrid. Jude and Jude Bellingham and Rodrigo to score.
Yeah. Nippon on that scoreline. So she's with you. Whereabouts
Right.
are you now, Nippon? Are you in a car?
I'm in my car. I'm in my car.
That's what I thought.
I'm not driving.
No,
I
don't
parked.
drive. Be a bit
I parked
dangerous.
like a 5-minute walk from where I was before.
Yeah, don't drive because it's a bit dangerous talking and driving.
Right, what game we got next?
I need to speak to you both after ending the stream, by the way.
Okay. No worries.
Galatasaray versus Copenhagen.
Oh, they got Sanchez now. They're world beaters. And they got Ndombele as well. Ndombele. Oh my God. So who they playing? Galatasaray versus who?
Copenhagen. FC Copenhagen.
Oh, that's where
Or as
Sevilla is from.
or as the Danes would say, Copenhagen.
Sorry.
Oh, I've never seen Copenhagen play. Bloody hell,
Yeah.
they've hardly ever qualified for the Champions League, have
No.
they?
Nah.
I think
Not
they qualified last year.
Yeah.
5-0.
They usually
Anne says 5-0. So I'll go 5-0. I'm going with my daughter. 5-0.
5-0.
To Galatasaray.
I'm going 1-1.
I'm going 2-0.
Okay.
To Copenhagen
Is
or to
that 5-0?
Galatasaray?
2-0 to Galatasaray.
Yeah.
Very strong. Very strong.
Bayern München versus Man United. What are we saying?
Come on, Bayern Munich. That's what we're saying.
He's one of our own. He's one of our own.
Harry Kane. He's Bayern Munich's now.
I know, but
I think
that
Bayern
doesn't mean
Munich will win 3-0.
I agree. No, actually, I'm gonna go one further. I'm gonna say Bayern Munich 7, Man United 2.
You're making me laugh, Nippon.
Harry Kane will score a
I
hat
thought you were
trick.
going to say 4-0 and then you said 7-0.
Harry Kane will score a hat trick. And I've seen your prediction, Anfield. Bayern Munich 4, Man United 0.
Nice one.
Come on, Bayern!
They're gonna get panned, man.
Yeah, they're going to get panned.
What the?
Man United are dead meat.
Okay, well, is he trolling me?
Who?
What's the point, FC? Right,
Have you got a moderator?
I have a few, but they're not on. They're not tuning in for some reason.
No, it's because it's late.
Benfica versus Salzburg.
Sorry, go on, Ellie.
No, you go first, Rod.
2-0 Benfica.
Salzburg,
not Wolfsburg.
Salzburg, yeah. They're German, aren't they?
Austrian.
Oh, Austrian. Yeah, that's my geography.
Who was it?
FC Salzburg.
Yeah. 2-0 to Benfica.
Yeah, I'll go 3-1 Benfica.
3-1 Benfica. I'm going 3-0 Benfica.
Okay. Not 7-0.
No.
Okay.
Braga versus Napoli.
Oh, Napoli, a good team, man. They just won Serie A, isn't it?
But they've lost their manager.
Yeah, that's true. Spalletti, is it? Spalletti?
He's now the Italy manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Makes sense.
surprised Simone Inzaghi didn't take it.
Yeah.
Good. So who Napoli playing?
Braga.
FC Braga.
That's gonna be another 4-0, man. Another 4-0.
I'm going to go 4-1.
Napoli or Braga?
Napoli to win 4-1.
Same. 4-1 Napoli.
Not 7-0, no?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, Woolwich versus PSV. Come on, PSV. Up the Dutch.
Come on.
Up
Come on,
the
the Dutch. Dutch courage.
Who? Arsenal playing
I'm
PSV?
wearing orange on that day.
Arsenal playing PSV, you say?
Yeah.
PSV's got some ballers, you know.
I know.
Yeah, PSV. Yeah, man. 2-0 PSV.
Come on. I'm going 3-1 PSV.
I'm going to say 2-1 to PSV. Come on, PSV. Come
Up
on.
the Dutch. Up the Dutch.
Yeah.
Sevilla versus Lyon.
Sevilla's winning that.
Yeah, I agree. 4-1. I'm gonna go 4-1 Sevilla.
No, I'm going 2-0 Sevilla. 2-0. I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring match. What are you saying now, Ollie?
Can you say that again? What team?
Sevilla versus Lyon.
Oh, I'll say 3-0 to Sevilla.
And then we have Real Sociedad versus Inter Milan. The finalists, the losing finalists against the other team in the Basque region.
The Basque country guys are good, you know.
Mm.
Good players.
What's the point? Says Arsenal are playing poor, but are more workmanlike than creative as they're not gelling yet. And let's hope they never gel. How about that?
I love you, Nippon.
I love you too.
It's all shit on Arsenal.
What was I saying? I know you go first, El.
2-0.
Who to?
To Sociedad or Milan?
To Milan.
Inter, rather.
Inter Milan 2-0.
I'm going to go 4-2 Inter Milan.
I'm going 2-1 Inter Milan.
Okay, there you have it, folks.
That's it.
So that's
that
this
right?
week's predictions wrapped up. So before we wrap up, Ellie, where can people find you?
Right, so on Mondays I'm on Sav's show, Football Heritage, with my lovely Kate. And then on Wednesdays and Thursdays now, I'm with Kate on Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Good
which is
on
lovely.
Kate.
And then I'll go on Tel Cockerell when he gets his act together with his internet. He's not the most technical of men, but he's a very knowledgeable fan, and I love him. His name's Jose Garcia. He's brilliant.
Well, he's Spanish.
Yeah, he's Spurs as well. And then sometimes I appear on Talk and Ball as well with Colin, who's an American guy, very smart dude. Used to be a DJ. Oh, he used to be on radio. Sorry, not a DJ. He's very nice. He's got a good show. It's growing now. Talk and Ball. Yeah, and then next next month I will start up my own channel, but I need
Ellie
help.
Talks Ball. Ellie Talks Ball.
Probably, or Ellie Hoybier Talks Ball. Right. Yeah, I'm going to start up a nostalgia channel for, for Spurs, and I'm going to cover Spurs ladies as well.
Give me a shout. I'll help you out, love.
Excellent.
I will do.
Make sure, man. Make sure.
Anfield.
Got your
Give me
number.
a shout anyway, because I want to get you on one of my shows next week or something like that.
Yeah, of course. I'll come on, man.
Yeah, give me a
Where's
shout.
my invite?
Angela said,
Huh?
where's her invite?
You can come as well, Angela. You can come as well, Angela. Trust me.
Thank you.
You can come as well, you lovely woman, you. Yeah, so you can find me on Anfield Uncle Rods on YouTube. Okay, I got 3 shows tomorrow. I've got the Watch One show, and after that I've got the player ratings call-in show, and then after that I've got the kind of debate show, which I do every Saturday night. Then back on Monday with another show. Then Tuesday is the Red and Blue show, and then Wednesday, for Wednesday. Thursday is a Reds Reasoning show. Then Friday, it all comes back around again. We're doing sort of like something like a match preview for a game that weekend and stuff. But plenty of good stuff coming up on my channel. You can also find me on Instagram, Anfield Uncle Ross on Instagram, and it's the same on Twitter. And guys, make sure you like and subscribe to NS Sport TV. Like and subscribe to his channel. He's doing a lot of good work here, so please support him in any way you can. Like and subscribe. It means a lot to us content creators, and because it's a very hard job we do, bringing you entertainment.
Oh, definitely.
Please,
Big up.
Give him all the support that you can. Like and subscribe and spread the word about his channel.
Big up. And finally, you can find me on all those socials ticking below. You can also find me as a regular panelist on Worldwide Chels. Go subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. Big up Sadiq. He's a lovely guy. He knows his football.
That he does.
Also, you can find me as an occasional caller on Football Carnage TV, ran by Liverpool's very own Grizz Khan.
Oh yeah.
And you can also find me jumping up and you can also find me jumping in and out of other call-in shows as a guest.
Cool.
So tomorrow will be the preview for Chelsea versus Bournemouth. It will be an upload because I couldn't find a Bournemouth fan who could join. Then it'll be the player ratings. If I manage to find someone to do the player ratings with, it'll be a stream. Otherwise, it'll be a pre-upload.
Right.
And then on Thursday, I need to sort out a time. Then on Thursday is the podcast again.
Oh, right. Brilliant.
The podcast again for the next week.
Nippon, don't forget you got supposed to come on my show tomorrow, to battle it out with Tony,
Oh yes. Oh yeah, you have to tell me the details.
Yeah, no,
go backstage.
I'll send it. Yeah. I'll tell you.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, with that being said, I shall see you all in the next video. Laters.
Later.